Hello my loves, this is Mystique and I welcome you to my digital sacred space. Today we are looking at what your future self wants to come in and say to you. Anything, if you're going through anything right now, then if there is any advice your future self wants to give you. So yeah, we are looking at that today. So I have this Moonology manifestation deck which I'm going to use as your piles for today. So I'm feeling that as one. Okay. Yeah, I had a feeling this was going to come out. Okay. So these will be your piles for today. Pile number 1 will be full moon in Scorpio, breathe through the tension. Pile number 2 will be full moon in Gemini, embrace the flow of life. And pile number 3 will be last quarter moon in Virgo, attend to the details. Take your time to make your selection. You can pause the video here or stay with me throughout the prayer of gratitude. It's almost like a small meditative prayer, and if you are unclear about which is your pile, your future spouse will your future self will come in and guide you during that time if you're having trouble making your selection. I also just wanted to say that I am booking personal readings, so if you have any requests, if you want to book a personal reading, you can send your topic on the email. I'm also now selling my paintings, so they are available for sale. All of my readings and everything, my paintings and prints of the paintings, if you would like to purchase those, in case you want to purchase original channel paintings, they are now available on a sale of between 5 to 10% discount. So this is for limited time, and I'm doing this as a part of my monsoon sale. So if you are interested in buying any of the channel paintings, prints of those paintings, anything, or if you are interested in booking a reading with me, right now I will be offering my readings at a 5 to 10% discount. So yeah, in case you wanted to book a reading with me, I just wanted to keep you informed about that. And I will now proceed with the prayer of gratitude. You can skip this part if you like and go jump to your pile, but it helps me if you stay, because it helps me to connect with your energies. Spirit guides, universe, please tap me in. Please tap me in to the future self of pile number 1, 2 and 3. I offer this prayer with divine love in my heart to all those that are watching, their future self, their higher self. I bow my head and I'm in awe of the kind of person pile number 1, 2 and 3 will become in the future. I offer my honor, I offer and I pay my respects to the kind of person pile number 1, 2 and 3 will become. I call upon pile number 1, 2 and 3 spirit guides, future self and higher self with divine love to help me give them accurate and concise messages, any communication, any warnings, any advice, any guidance for the viewer, for my soul family. I thank you for allowing me and giving me the honor to read for you pile number 1, 2 and 3. I will see you at your reading. If you still haven't chosen your pile and you are having trouble selecting, breathe in, breathe out, close your eyes. Let your exhalation be longer than your inhale. And slowly you breathe out, open your eyes and allow your eyes to be guided to a card in front of you, any card in front of you. If some of you are going to be drawn to 2 cards, and in that case there are 2 piles here for you, but what I'm feeling is that every pile has a different energy. I feel like there is nothing similar here, but so if that is the case, maybe it's up to you. You know, the future is not set in stone for human beings, as human beings have free will. So in that case there could be double messages in 2 piles for you. I will now see you at your reading. Hello and welcome, my dear pile number 1s. You chose the cards Full Moon in Scorpio, Breathe Through the Tension, and New Moon in Gemini, Think It Through. I'm going to place them here. But I feel like you could be Scorpios watching this. You don't have to be. But that's just the energy that I'm feeling. So, pile number 1's future self and spirit guides. Please give me cards for pile number 1, please. We have the Hierophant, okay. We have Death in reversed, of course, with the Scorpio here. Then we have the 10 of Cups reversed, the 2 of Wands, and we have the 4 of Cups. What I'm feeling is that you don't feel emotionally fulfilled right now, wherever you are at your life, whether it's with your work or the kind of people that you're surrounded with. Some of you, it could be family for some of you, because 10 of Cups also shows like a happy family in the traditional tarot. So for some of you, you're not happy with the family, like with your family that you live in. Maybe it's a toxic family and you want to leave. With the 2 of Wands here, you want to leave. But I see that you're trying to leave this situation. You're trying to close this some kind of toxic cycle, but you're not able to. That's what I'm feeling. We have 2 major arcanas here, and one of them is reversed. When the Death is reversed, it tells me that you are stuck in something extremely painful cycle of some kind of toxicity. Now don't be scared. This reading is not meant to scare you, but I have to read honestly for you. I never lie in my readings, and sometimes it's not what you want to hear, but I almost feel like you are not allowing yourself to feel the pain. Maybe because you feel like you need to just go on and live like a normal life, and if you allow yourself to break down, then you won't be able to work, you won't be able to be focused. And there is a call from Spirit, and Spirit is saying, please focus on how you feel. Even if you don't feel good, like make space for those feelings of not goodness, you know, like those feelings of pain, those feelings of rage, maybe anger, maybe it's the feeling of instability, maybe it's the feeling of unsafety, maybe it's the feeling of a fear. What's going to happen in the future? What's going to happen to me? What kind of person am I becoming? And I feel like you are at a monumental place right now in your life, and the decision that you make in this period of your life right now, at the time you're watching this reading, because this reading is timeless, so the decision that you make from here is what is like making or breaking your life, in the sense that you have two of wands right here, right? And spirit is showing me like two paths for you, two paths, paths. So one path is continuing the destructive cycle, the negative cycle of toxicity, not standing up for yourself, not not listening to your feelings. And then the other path is somewhat difficult in the beginning, but this path leads to your true emotional fulfillment. So I feel like your future spouse, I'm so sorry, your future self is here, and the energy from your future self is so accepting. It's like, even if you go on this path and not this one, they're still waiting for you. They're still waiting for you to make this shift. And there's almost this feeling from your future self that they are not urging you to go on this path, because it is not that they don't want you to live a good life, but they know that this path will require to go through some kind of pain again, like to face your pain or to face your fear, and that is difficult for anybody, right? So it's almost like your future self wants, like they are showing me and they're asking me to tell you that these are the two paths that pile number one has. Like, inform them about it, but don't tell them what to do. There's this energy of like, don't tell them which path they need to take or they should take, because they're saying that they want to leave it to you. They're saying that you are the master of your own fate, right? And it's very important that you realize that, and the choice that you make is going to determine like your life forward. With the Hierophant here, I feel like your future self is somebody who is really spiritual. Like, I see your future self being about 10 years, 5 years in the future. So that you, like the kind of person that you're going to become 5 years from now, 10 years from now, the time that you watch this reading, maybe even 13 years for some of you. That's what I'm feeling. But mostly I'm seeing a decade or 2 decades. So your future self is coming in to say that we have gotten better at phoenixing, how phoenix rises from the ashes all the time, right? And it's almost like it's happening very quick with you, and it's happening all the time with you. And anybody, like any soul, would get tired, would get exhausted from that. But your future self is like, your future self basically wants to tell you, you know what, I'm here with you. Like, I'm holding your hand, I'm here with you. I know you don't feel it, I know you don't feel like you are supported, but you are. That's what they're saying. And there is, I think this is a lamb. Like, you see how it's in yellow. So I feel like your future self is somebody who is shining from the inside. If you are surrounded by a period of darkness right now, with the Scorpio and death energies being here, I feel a lot that it's clearing up in the future. You see how there is darkness behind, but it's like the lamb itself is lit up. It's yellow, it's gold, right? And you see this right here with these two koi fishes. I think they are koi fishes, but I'm not really sure. I could be wrong. But these actually denote, because the mouths are touching and the tails are touching, this actually denotes like a cycle, right? And there is a lesson in this cycle. This is the goal, like this is the treasure that you're supposed to take. And I know it doesn't feel like that right now, but there is a treasure in this. I feel like only your future self, like when you become 5 years older or 10 years older from the time you watch this reading, that is the time when you'll be able to look back at your life and this period that you're going through right now in retrospect, and be able to say, oh, I know why that happened now. Oh, I see why I was being put through such tests from the universe. I see why I had to go through that period of difficulty, pain, trauma, and abuse. I see why it's happening. I feel like you have almost given up, in the sense that you've become very recluse. Like, you see how this shrimp is kind of wrapped around itself, and it's like you've become reclusive. You've lost a little bit of hope in life. Like, I feel like I'm feeling this energy of you losing your optimism. That's what I'm feeling. But let me pull some more cards for you. Some more cards, please. What do you want to say to pile number one? Pile number one's future self. What do you want to say to pile number one, please? Oh, so many cards came out. They want to say a lot of things. So let me take them one by one. We have the Lovers reversed. Wow. This tells me that you need to love yourself through this period. like if this is the first advice or guidance that is coming through from your future self, if you want to escape this cycle of toxicity, the only way to do it is by loving yourself and giving yourself love through it. So an example of this would be, let's say there is some kind of pain coming out, right? Like some kind of wound is being exposed, and it's being revealed from your unconscious or subconscious to the conscious mind. Now this is going to feel like a re-traumatization, because you're being taken back to that memory, you're being taken back to how being traumatized felt in the first place. Hold your own hand through it. Like, hold your own hand through it. You know, how would you guide a friend if they were going through this period of difficulty? What would you say to them? You wouldn't sit there and be like, oh, just get over it, you have to go to work tomorrow, don't you know? Why are you sitting here complaining in pain? Like, you're not going to talk like that, right? But for some reason I feel like you are so hard on yourself. I'm feeling a little bit of self-hate from you. I feel like you struggle with self-hatred, right? And it's very important that you bring that energy, like take that energy back from hating yourself to loving yourself. And this, I feel like, is going to be difficult for you, but it's very important that you do it. In fact, with the lovers reversed here, it could be an ex-partner for some of you. If it's not family, it could be an ex-partner, a karmic, or some kind of romantic partnership that is karmic and toxic in some way. Like this person, I'm seeing a man mostly, so yeah, this man was toxic towards you in some way, and now you have those wounds that you sustained from, like those injuries on your soul that you sustained from those experiences of being with this person. And spirit is almost calling you and saying to you, like, why are you punishing yourself? You didn't know. Like, forgive yourself, love yourself. And what does spirit mean when they ask you to love yourself, is that there is no way that you can get through this cycle by hating yourself. There is no way. You have to love yourself through it. Yeah, with the 9 of Swords, I see you becoming like not being able to sleep enough. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, pile number 1. We have the 9 of Swords, we have the Fool reversed, then we have the Moon reversed also. Okay, we have Temperance, we have Ace of Swords. Oh my god, you have Death again, and this time it's upright. Wow, you are going through something really, really bad and dark. Wow. First of all, I just want to say you are so strong, pile number 1. I don't know who you are. You are so strong, and I want to, like, if I was there in front of you, I would like pat you on the back and give you a hug. Oh my god, you are going through so much. I want to give you a hug. Like, I'm almost feeling like I'm on the verge of tears or something. I won't cry, but that's what I'm feeling. I feel like with the Fool reversed here, with the 9 of Swords here, the Fool represents new beginnings, right? Like every time you try to close this cycle, I had this feeling even when the Death card came out in reversed, right? That you're not able to somehow close that cycle. Like something is stopping you. And with the Fool reversed here, I feel like it's an extra confirmation. You're trying to start your life, you know, with a new beginning. You're trying to start anew, but you keep it's like every time you try to go a different path is like block. Every time you try to go block, and it's like you keep running into this kind of a situation where you keep running into the same block, and it's almost like you see how the block is not moving, but only you are trying to like get through it. You're trying to like break this wall and break this obstacle, and I feel like universe wants to say that that is not the way to get through it. The only way, if you're going to like dissolve this block, is by giving love to yourself. And I feel like you're not going to know what I'm saying right now, or what spirit is saying. I'm not saying, but what spirit is saying and what your future self is saying. Like, how is loving myself going to solve anything? I'm really hopeless right now. I don't feel good about myself. I'm kind of depressed, and I feel like this is your energy if you're watching this. I feel like your thoughts might keep you up at night. For some of you, your thoughts keep you up at night. You are really scared of the unknown. You feel unsupported, you feel unsafe. With the moon being reversed here, I feel like you feel deeply unsafe, like nobody loves you, and that's such a lonely feeling, right? Nobody loves you, nobody's on your side, nobody's got your back. That is such a lonely feeling. Oh my god, sometimes, in these readings, when like love yourself, a message like love yourself comes out, I feel so sad sometimes, because it's like I've already heard that self love shit before. If it was possible, I would have already done it. And like it's frustrating to keep hearing that from self-help communities, and it almost feels a bit gaslighting. It's like I'm really trying so hard to love myself, but I'm not able to close this cycle. Like, what do you want me to do? Give me a practical solution. And one of the practical solutions, like your reading is literally ending with death upright, which I feel like it's a good sign, because here it came out reversed and here it came out upright. I'm going to tell you what that means, but what I'm seeing for you is that spirit is not very focused on what you want, in the sense they want you to first heal and be happy with yourself, be content with yourself, feel safe and feel good about yourself. That's what I feel like spirit wants from you. That is what spirit is saying. So at the moment right now, they might not be very focused on giving you what you want, in the sense, let's say you want a romantic partnership, but right now if you go to date somebody, this is not, you're coming from a wounded place in your soul. You're coming from an injured place, and you're like a little, have you seen those animals that get abused a lot by human beings, and then they never trust another human? Like, there is a high chance, if you put your hand inside their cage, that they will bite you, even though you're being friendly. And I feel like that's kind of your energy. I feel like you are in a hyper state of vigilance and fight or flight and survival mode, and like you're barely making a living, you're barely getting up. Little things, normal things, are giving you tremendous anxiety. Oh my god. Pile number 1, if you are interested in booking a personal reading, please do so, because I'm offering my readings on a 5 to 10% discount at the moment as part of my monsoon sales, because I feel like, since this is a general reading, I feel I'm taking in all of your energies, and I feel like one advice would work for one person, but then it might not work for somebody else. So if you are interested in booking a reading, please reach out. Please reach out for help. Even if you, let's say, you don't want to book a reading with me, it's completely okay. Please reach out to a psychologist. Please, I'll leave like a suicide number if you're feeling suicidal. Please call someone. Like, my words are kind of getting jumbled up. Please ask for help. Tell somebody how you're feeling. Tell a friend. If you feel like you can't talk to anybody because everybody is busy with their life, call a friend and ask them, I want to talk about something heavy. Are you in the emotional space to hold me right now? Would it be okay for me to tell you what I'm going through? What I'm going through is really dense and heavy energy. Is it okay for me to talk about this with you? And if they say yes, please talk to them. Please don't feel like you are a burden. Please don't feel like you're doing something wrong by reaching out. Like, you're not meant to go through this alone. But if you don't ask for help, help cannot find you. That's what I'm feeling. I feel like you have this feeling of perpetually being stuck in the dark with the moon reversed here. This feeling of like, I'm always in the dark. I'm never seen. I'm never heard. I'm never understood. I'm never appreciated. I never get any attention, because you're just going through a lot. And that, combined with the Ace of Swords energy here, with your thoughts here, with think it through here, we have Gemini energy, so a lot of air energy. I feel like that, combined with your thoughts, with the 9 of Swords here, it becomes like a hell spiral for you. Literally a hell spiral, where you are so hard on yourself and your thoughts become so hateful and negative towards your own self, like that anger is directed towards your own self, and you don't know what to do with yourself. So even if you don't book a reading with me, please, I want you pile number one, to reach out to someone. Reach out to someone, a friend. I know it's not easy for you. I know it might not be easy for you, but please do reach out. I don't want you to suffer alone, and Spirit also does not want you to suffer alone. With the Ace of Swords here, I feel like you're being called into your strength. You're being called into your strength. There's almost this feeling of like Spirit wants to say that whatever this dark energy is surrounding you, whatever this karmic energy is that is surrounding you, you are stronger than that. But it's just that you don't know your strength. It's like a lion forgetting that a lion is a lion. Like the lion forgets that it is a lion, right? If you keep a lion in captivity, if you keep a lion abused, if you keep a lion in a jail and not treat them, the lion forgets that he or she is a king. But that doesn't change the true nature of the lion. He is a king, she is a queen, and you are the king of your life. You are the queen of your life, or whatever royalty you want to associate with, the prince, princess. You are in charge. You are the emperor, empress of your life. And you have every right to live your life the way you want. So if there's somebody telling you, no, you can't do this, you can't do that, these people are just here to make you of the problem. That's it. You could be the scapegoated child in your family. If you don't know what that means, I will leave a link to the scapegoated child or narcissistic family dynamic so that you come to know what that is. But with the Temperance and the Lovers being here, again, there is this focus on like, you cannot give yourself if you are not filling your own cup. You see, like she's filling her own cup. You see, she has wings and nothing holds her back. Nothing is holding her down. She's free. So I feel like the only way you can get to this energy, your future self, I feel like you figured it out, obviously. So you're going to figure it out after you watch this reading, or sometime in the nearby future, because your future self is already like, they already know, they already love themselves. They are not being so affected by this heavy energy anymore, and they have the ability and they have the confidence and strength required to be themselves and be authentic. So they are already like the ideal version of you. Whatever you think is your ideal version, your future self is that. But it's almost like they wanted to guide you and tell you that it's going to be okay. And we are getting there. We are going to get there. Whatever it is, for like whatever your goals are, whether it's becoming financially independent or just independent, or leaving your house, leaving toxic people behind, breaking relationships that are parasitic, it's happening for you. You're doing it. You're doing it. Even if you don't do it right now, maybe you're doing it in the nearby future, because your future self, I see your future self being free of all this dark energy. Like your future self is bright, shining, like I said, right? This Hierophant card. So whatever you're going through in the present is not there in the future. 100%, it's gone. It's gone. Or it's almost like you've changed the way you experience life, and you've poured love into yourself. So anytime in the future a negative emotion comes up, you know what to do with it. Like, when pain comes up, what you need to do. You're able to hold a safe space for yourself first and foremost. And I feel like that is what you need to do. Like, make this a practice, okay? If you are going through something, imagine yourself having a conversation with a friend, and the friend is telling you everything that you're going through. What advice would you give them? Would you say to them, you know what, take your time. This pain is here to tell you something important. Focus on what it's trying to tell you, because there is something that's making you deeply unhappy, and that means that needs to go. That means that needs to change. But if you're suppressing your pain, then you never change that, right? And I know that change can be so scary, pile number one, so scary. But I see you taking those steps, and I'm so proud of you for that. I'm so proud of you. And you also have the ace here and you have the 10 here. So you're going literally from 1 to 10. Your future self is perfect. 1 to 10. Your future self is perfect. So the first thing is you need to speak to yourself kindly. Second thing is make this a practice. Like if you are going through a problem, some kind of pain, anything, make it a point to approach yourself as if you are your own friend, not enemy, not hate, not anger. You cannot approach yourself with anger. You cannot hate yourself into loving yourself. That's not possible, my love. You need to love yourself into loving yourself, right? So that is why I want you to focus on pouring love into yourself at the time that is critical. Affirmations and all of this is great, but they don't work because if you are not giving yourself love in the moments that you need your love the most, those affirmations, those positive focus things, all of that is not going to work, my love. It's not going to work. So that is why affirmations don't work sometimes, because you're not there for yourself when you need you the most. And spirit and your future self wants to say, be there for yourself first and foremost. Pile number 1, be there for yourself. Be there for yourself. Stop trying to be there for everyone else and start being there for you. Start being present with you, with your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts, your desires. Start becoming present and start listening. Start watching, start observing, start feeling. And it's not going to be easy, but your future self is coming out so happy. I see your future self be content, like literally. They are free. What I'm seeing is freedom, truth, living in accordance with your values, your highest value, and knowing your own worth, pouring into your own cup, and being fearless as you fly through this life. So that's what I'm seeing for you, pile number 1. If you want to book the reading with me, I've already listed down my email. Just write in the subject tarot reading or personal reading, and I'll know that you wanna book a reading with me. But I'm so happy for you. Even if you don't, I've already said this before in the reading, but I really want to emphasize, please reach out. Please reach out to someone, okay? If you like this video, like it, comment, you can let me know. This is a safe space, as I've already said. I love all of your long comments, so if you want to share anything with people here, with me, please write huge comments. It's okay, I'm going to read them. Please do not feel like you're doing anything wrong by that. And subscribe so that you can become a part of my soul family. I would love to have you here. I would love to be able to have the honor of being like a medium to give you messages from spirit, because I feel like at this time in your life you're going through a lot, and I feel like at this time all you need is a hug, and to know that you're held, to know that you're safe, to know that you're protected, which you are, by the way. Pile number 1, you are, okay? And I wish you the very, very best. You are going to become the best version of yourself, I promise you. And as always, I love you so, so much. And hopefully I will see you in my next reading. Bye. Hello and welcome, my dear loves. If you chose pile number 2, you have full moon in Gemini. Wow, that was so loud. You have full moon in Gemini. Embrace the flow of life. So let's pull your cards. Pile number 2's future self, please come through. Pile number 2's future self. Wow. Okay. We have 2 of cups. Wow. 8 of cups. King of Pentacles. Beautiful cards. Beautiful cards. You have the Justice. 3 of Wands. You have 7 of Wands and 3 of Swords. Okay, alright. With the 2 of Cups immediately that I pulled, I'm seeing a romantic relationship. With the Gemini being here with the mirror images of the same girl. Like when I pulled this card for you, I had this like small feeling that it could be a romantic partnership, or if it's not a romantic partnership, I see you meeting your soul family or your soulmate, or somebody who's part of like your soul tribe. Like you chose, before you incarnated into this physical dimension, you it's like those parts of source energy split into like, okay, I'm gonna go in this life, and then you were like, okay, you go in that life, and then we're going to meet. And I feel like that is how, because you see how the energy here, the images here are so similar, and you saw me shuffle, so I didn't pre-pull your cards. Confirmation. That's what I'm seeing. I see you kind of walking away from something that was not serving you. And as you walk away, this soul family or soul tribe or a group of people, for some of you it's a group of people that love you, accept you, see into you, feel into you, accept you for who you are, understand you. These are a group of people that are coming in, because Gemini is an air sign, right? And the air energy rules relationships, humanitarian, like Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. And it's giving me this feeling of you're going to feel very satisfied and fulfilled and content, that you met these people. So I feel like your future self is surrounded by people that love them, and they also have a romantic partner. So if in case you are wondering, what's going to happen in 5 to 10 years, like what is my future self like, I feel like your future self has gone through a lot of obstacles and challenges in their life, as you are. But I feel like they have become like the king of their own life, meaning that they are the leader of their own life. And I see you being surrounded, like I see your future self putting in strong boundaries and being like, okay, you don't serve my soul, I'm going to stay away from you. Okay, you waste your time being lazy, and you obviously have a lot of wounds, but you don't want to work on them. I cannot be your friend. And it's almost like you're cutting out people, and people might try to badmouth you, that okay, like what is wrong with pile number 2, why are they, every time, like if somebody puts a boundary up and they start to love themselves, they make a lot of enemies, right? Because people that want to abuse that person, them loving themselves, the victim loving themselves, it's literally like the worst thing that can happen, because then they will start saying no to the abuse, and that's not what the abuser wants, right? That is not what people want. If they want to keep you in that space of being easy to control. And I feel like your future spouse, I'm so sorry, your future self is not at all easy to control. Your future self has overcome all of the obstacles and all of the heartbreaks in your life. If you were dating somebody and you were not happy with them because they didn't love you, or they were only there for their own best interests, for ulterior motives, and they didn't actually want to pour into you, they didn't love you, but maybe they deceived you, maybe some kind of betrayal, maybe they tricked you or stole something from you. That's what I'm feeling. And obviously you had a lot of heartbreak. It literally broke your heart. It was like the worst breakup ever, because the one person that you trusted the most betrayed you. And it's like a huge painful experience, because you never expected it, you didn't see it coming, right? So that is why we have the 8 of Cups. Right now you might feel like you cannot walk away from this pain, that there is no, like, this pain is never going to end. There's this feeling of like, I don't know what is happening, I don't know what my future self like is like, I don't know if I'll ever be able to get over this heartbreak. Your future self is coming in to say you will, because we have Justice here too, which is another confirmation. You will. Whatever painful thing that you have gone through, whether it's a heartbreak, whether that heartbreak was caused by a parent, a partner, friends, you were bullied, like whatever the reason was, I see that energy fading away from your future self. I see you ascending. I see Justice here for you, and your life is coming back into balance. And Justice also gives me like a very Libra kind of energy, and Libra rules relationships, right? So I see a lot of good relationships around you in your future. There's a lot of people that want to give you, pour into you. Like the kind of friend you are for people, the way you make yourself available for other people, that's exactly the kind of friends you're going to have. It's like you're attracting your mirror images, like your soul tribe. I said it, right? You're attracting literally your mirror images. So the goodness you have in your heart is being reflected in your external reality. And you're like, I will not settle for anything less. And I see you putting in boundaries, or you're being called to put in those boundaries in the present, so that you can like hack into the future. And it's not the future, it becomes the present, you know. So that's a tip from your future self. Like if you want this right now, start putting in boundaries, start meditating, start working on yourself, in the sense that knowing that you deserve better, knowing your worth, saying no to people that are trying to drain you, harm you. It's not wrong for you to do that. I see some people trying to make you feel like it's wrong for you to say no, or it's wrong for you to have boundaries, or it's wrong for you to like speak up for yourself, or basically have any wants or needs. They're making you feel rejected, and they're making you feel ignored and isolated. I see this energy of like, no, that's not okay. I see somebody like rejecting you energetically and being like, no, I don't like pile number 2 when they do that. How dare they say no? How dare pile number 2 be themselves? Like that is the kind of energy that I'm seeing. Oh my god, wait, you're pile number 2, and the first card that we got for you was a 2 of cups. I didn't realize. And then we have 2 threes. Wow. So a lot of synchronicities in your reading. And then we have 8, right? Yeah. And then we have 8 here as well. Yeah, these people are getting their karma. Oh my god. These people are going to get their karma. You don't need to, it's like they are attracting the shit that they throw out into the world, because that's what they throw out. I feel like you throw out love, and they throw out the opposite energy of love. And I feel like that is what they are going to get in return, because this time space reality functions on the law of mirroring. So whatever you give out, you get, you know. And I feel like that's not how it works, but that was a very simplistic way of saying it. That's not exactly how it works, but I'm seeing you finding people that love you, and them finding people that don't love them, because they don't love anybody either. That is what is happening. Let me pull some more cards for you. Pile number 2's future self, please. Okay. We have the 5 of Wands. Yeah. Somebody was fighting over you. Or somebody, like there was some kind of fight, or there's going to be some kind of fight. Now don't get scared when I'm saying that there's going to be some kind of fight. Like if you make the decision to be yourself, pile number 2, you know that they are not going to go down easily. You know that they will probably make you the problem, and that they will be like, how dare you say no? Like they'll make you the problem and be like, oh, it's all pile number 2's fault. And there's almost this feeling of like, get ready for it. This is almost like, this is like they want to inform you about this before it happens, because they're saying that the moment you put in these boundaries, these people will try to make you feel bad, and they want you to remain aware, because it's a manipulative tactic. Like do not fall into guilt and allow these people back into your life. Like you are doing the right thing by walking away, so do not question that decision. Okay, so that is why they want to kind of inform you about it, because they're going to make you feel bad, they're going to make you feel guilty, they're going to make you feel like you're not a good friend, that you're not a good person. And this is all just a method of like to keep you trapped, you know, so that you don't have boundaries, to keep you malleable, to keep you gullible, to keep you susceptible and open to being controlled. Yeah, see, we have the devil here. This is really, these people are like, with the devil here, you guys, this is extra confirmation. These people do not have good intentions for you. This devil has nothing to do with you. I feel like it is not your energy. I feel like these people, not good. Even spirit is saying that these people are not good for you. So please take this reading and this card in specific as a sign that it is imperative and necessary for you to make the choice, to make the decision to walk away from these people. And the fact that you're not doing anything wrong, like, don't allow them to make you feel guilty. Do not let them take you out of your power. Do not let them make you think that you made the wrong decision. Like, don't show them your weakness, basically, you know. Just walk away. Just walk away. You don't even need to engage with them in a fight. Just walk away. I see you kind of traveling away. I do see. So your future self is free of all of these people. So that is why they wanted to come in and tell you, like, the first thing that they said was, you've met your soul tribe, you've met people that love you. But I see that there's people that in the present moment, the you right now who's watching this, in the present moment, I see you being surrounded with some kind of tricky devil deceiving kind of energy. You see how his hand is hidden under the table. You don't know what the hell he's doing. And this is giving me a little bit of kind of like a scary energy, honestly, because I feel like you know this, that these people will do something behind your back to harm you. But I feel like spirit wants to say you're protected. So this energy, whatever, like, let's say what they, like, you start saying no, like, you're like, okay, no, I refuse to pay your rent, Becky. I cannot pay your rent every time. I suggest you pay your own rent. And you say that with, like, not like this, but politely. And then Becky is like, oh my god, how dare you, pile number 2? Who the hell do you think you are to say no to me? And it's almost like she's putting everything, and she starts crying, and she's like trying to pull you in drama, trying to guilt trip you, and being like, you know, I was abused by my parents, you know that my partner left me, aren't you going to help me, pile number 2? And this Becky girl is like such a problem in your life, because she's literally draining you. I see you standing there, and like, she's pulling at your hand, and she's pulling at your energy, and she's like, no, and that is what she's showing you on the surface. But let me tell you what spirit is showing me energetically, right? Because, like, I'm channeling for you, so that's kind of my job. But they're showing me that Becky, so-called Becky, right, whatever this person names is, doesn't matter, but I'm using Becky as an example. Becky is like, I want a piece of pile too. I want a piece of pile too. I am lazy, so I'm not going to pay my own rent. I can just get pile 2 to pay my own rent. So why do I have to work hard? I'm getting this for free. All I need to do is cry in front of her. All I need to do is beg him to help me. And I know he will. I know she will. I know pile number 2 will. I know they will. Because they're so susceptible and they cannot say no to me. And if they ever say no, I will just flip the narrative and make them the problem so that they can never say no to me. God, I don't like this Becky energy, you guys. I see that this is the reason. This Becky energy in your life is the reason. Like, you need to cut this out, and you need to make that choice, because these people are not going to leave you alone. Like I said, like, they are literally like a parasite stuck to you, and they're drinking your blood, and they prevent you from moving forward toward this soul tribe. Like, this energy is so opposite. It's almost like, I feel like these tarot cards are not even happy with, like, because there's so much opposition of energy here. I say this, I've said this sometimes, but the spreads that tarot readers make, the spreads are alive. That's how we're able to tap into the energy. The spreads are alive and the cards are alive. This is real energy. That's how we know. And this spread right here is so, like, dead. This part right here, so dead. And this part is so full of life and love and, like, a positive attachment, positive containment, being seen. There is true intimacy. There is true friendship. There is true love here. Friendship, love, whatever love you want, that's what is here. And then this is just like a mess. Like, this energy. I feel like there is somebody with the Fool here. You see how this is Alice, like, trying to go, like, she's going to fall into that hole that she does in the beginning, that goes on, and it's almost like they are preventing you. You see how, because once she falls into the hole, it's like the whole new world opens up, right? And I feel like for you, the whole new world that is opening up is actually these people, these beautiful friends, these beautiful community that you're going to be surrounded with. And they know that there are good things for you in the future, and they don't want you to get to them. It's like they're keeping an eye on you, they're watching you. They don't want you to ascend in life, they don't want you to get better in life. They don't want you. Oh my god, look at this card. You see how she's giving a bone to them, but the bone is not actually with the dogs. It's almost like she's tempting them. And that is how I'm reading. You might not see it that way, it's okay, but that is what spirit is showing me. And you see how like she's holding the bone and she's tempting the dogs, and the dogs are hungry, right? So what are you gonna do? If you give a hungry person a stale piece of bread, they'll eat it because they're hungry. And it's so cruel to make somebody do that. And I feel like this is what these people are doing. Like they're giving you stale food because they know you're hungry. It's like you don't know the taste of love, you don't know the taste of healthy food, and they're like, we're just going to give you toxic love. There's no such thing as toxic love, but I'm just using that because love cannot be toxic. People take on forms that are toxic and call it love, but love in and of itself is not toxic. So I feel like they might try to like tempt you with something and be like, don't you want this? Like, don't you want to live with me? Maybe some kind of need is being met by living with Becky, and universe wants to step into your own power and be like, you know what, I'll do it for myself. Like if we're using the same example of Becky, let's say that the reason why you like let her control you is because like you let these people control you is because you know that there's going to be a fight and you're trying to avoid that fight. So why are you trying to avoid that fight? Oh, it's because maybe your living situation can be threatened. Maybe they'll like drive you out of the house. So start looking for a new house. Like start start thinking about the possibilities that they could react in, and like the ways they could sabotage you. And no, because try to find solutions for them before you engage with them, like before you put in these boundaries, because then they won't have a chance to sabotage you, and you can just be like, bye, I'm walking away, I'm free, bye, I'm gone, and they won't be able to touch you. So this is a hack from future spirit, from your future self. They want you to be prepared. So this was more like they wanted to inform you beforehand, like what's going to happen. So you're really fortunate you came across this reading, because this is so rare. This is so rare. But yeah, this devil energy is really giving me the creeps, to be honest. Pile number 2. And you know this card, it comes out quite a bit in the readings, but so creepy. So creepy, you guys. Yeah, the last message is, do not fall back into these patterns. Make a conscious effort to find solutions. Like, don't let them sabotage you, don't let them rule your life. You deserve to live by yourself, okay? Stop like trying to morph and change yourself into what these people want from you. You're not here to do that. You're not here to put other people first, okay? You're here to put yourself first. And if you are a match to this, you can't be a match to this. And it's almost like your future self wants you to have this right here, but first you need to deal with all of this energy. Anyway, karma is coming, so we have justice here. I'm going to put that in the center on top of the devil. Bye, devil, I don't like you. Anyway, that was it for the reading. I'm sorry I got a little like there's going to be justice on the devil. Yeah. Okay, I really don't like it when people try to like, you know, pull this kind of thing where they will not take responsibility and they just expect you to take responsibility for everything. Like, why are you here then? But I won't rant about it, because that's not why you're here. You're here to listen to what your future self wants to say and not what I want to say. But anyway, if you want to book a personal reading with me, I'll leave the email ID below. Just write in the subject that you want to book a reading, personal reading, and yeah, because I will send you the rates and everything. And right now I'm doing it at a 5 to 10% discount. All of my readings are being offered at a discount, so If you need clarity about any situation in your life, you can go forward with that. Send me an email. And if you like the reading, please like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know if this reading resonated with you and what parts of it resonated with you. I'm really curious about this energy and how because I feel like for all of you it's going to be different. So yeah, leave it in the comments, like how are they doing this, so that other people can see that these are actually manipulative, devious tactics and can be, you know, informed about it. Like, oh, I see that this happened with pile number 2. Oh, so this person did it in this way, this person did it in this way, because it's so hard to catch it, right? It's so hard to catch devil energy because it's so tricky and it's so hidden, right? And it's hard to see it at first. It's hard to kind of identify and recognize that actually this person is not good for you. So yeah, leave it in the comments because that will help a lot of us. And yeah, I love you so much. I hope you subscribe to the channel if you have not, and become a part of my soul family, because I would love to have you here, and hopefully I'll see you in my next watercolor reading. If not, I thank you for watching this one. Bye. Hello and welcome, my dear loves. If you chose pile number 3, last quarter moon in Virgo, attend to the details. Now, I was shuffling the decks just to like clear the energy from the previous piles, and we already have 2 cards for you, so I've left them there. I'm going to pull some more cards. Yeah, let's see what your future self has in store for you. What do they want to say? You have the Knight of Wands. This is such a beautiful energy. Look at the color synchronicity here. So beautiful. You could be Virgos, but you don't have to be, or have some Virgo energy in your chart. Fire energy, 9 of Wands reversed. Then you have Page of Swords upright. Then you have Ace of Pentacles reversed, and we have 8 of Pentacles reversed. Alright. We have the Hermit. Wow. Virgo energy. With the Page of Swords being here, I feel like Spirit is taking me to the Page of Swords first. So I feel like you're working on perfecting something. With attend to the details, I feel like you're already doing that. You're already working on perfecting some kind of skill, some kind of talent, something that I feel like you might be doing it without anybody knowing. Like you're doing it behind the scenes. It's interesting to me that this Knight of Wands, which is like Wands is fire energy, but we have the dolphin here. And a dolphin is obviously a marine animal. So it lives in water. It is not a terrestrial animal. And that's very interesting to me because it's almost like that fire water energy. I'm being shown the movie Aquaman. It's like your fire is being contained in a bowl of water, but the fire cannot go out. We do say that fire can be put out by water, but what I'm being shown is that the fire is one of the sacred elements, right? Along with water, along with Akash, which is space, air, and I'm being shown that sacred elements do not cancel out each other. Like the combination, the way they combine is different. The way they combine is different. And I'm seeing you being a combination of that water energy and fire energy. Let me pull some more cards for you. Wow, you have the Devil. Okay. You have 7 of Swords. You have 6 of Pentacles. And the 2 of Pentacles under the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Wow. What's going on here, Spirit? With the Devil and Seven of Swords energy being here. Now, Seven of Swords is a trickster energy, right? I'm going to place it upright now that I know that it came out reversed. I know it, but I'm going to place it upright just so I can channel from the artwork here. But I see that somebody was trying to get away with hurting you. That's what I'm feeling. Now, this might not resonate. If it doesn't resonate, maybe this reading is not for you. Maybe you need to select another pile, or maybe this reading is not for you altogether. But what I'm seeing is somebody tried to trick you. Could be an ex-partner, could be a family, could be a friend. But there was this person who tried to deceive you in a very specific way. And I feel like, being the Virgo that you are here, I feel like you kind of saw it. You saw it before they try to do it, and it's almost like, I'm gonna let you, like your energy, I'm gonna let you play out your game so that at the end I can tell you that I knew what you were doing all along. And it's almost like checkmate. And this Devil person, this Seven of Swords energy person is like, wait, what? Did I just get conned at my own con? C-O-N, right? Like, this is some kind of a con artist kind of energy, like somebody pretending to be something they're not. And it's like, you can see through it because you are really intelligent, pile number 3. And Spirit is always guiding you. I feel you being very connected to Spirit, and it's almost like I couldn't feel anything when I put all of these cards down, and there was nothing coming through. And I was like, wait, what's going on? Am I not reading properly? What's going on? And I see it because I feel like you might have cast like a protection spell, maybe intentionally, maybe non-intentionally. I feel like you don't allow people to read your energy. You don't allow people to, like, you don't like people in your space. You don't like people knowing too many things about you. I feel like you're very private. You don't have to be externally or internally. It's just your energy that I'm feeling. It's just your energy. And I feel like you kind of like to keep the details to yourself. You know everything, but you like to keep those details to yourself. Like, you're that quiet person, you're that quiet student that sits in the back of the class, knows everything that's going on, and everybody just assumes that, oh, they must be stupid, that's why they're sitting there, and that's why they're never saying anything. But when you say something, like you say one sentence and you walk out, and everybody gets kind of shocked, like, oh my god, pile number 3, did you hear what pile number 3 said? And it causes such a huge commotion. But in the best way possible, obviously, because you're saying something that's intelligent, and people sometimes are not ready for that. But it's almost like you're having fun looking at this person and watching this person trying to deceive you. This is so, like, I feel like laughing because you're like, I know what you're doing. I can see your game. What do you think you're doing? Look how this jaguar, tiger, is it? What is this animal? Cheetah is looking at this devil. And it's like, I know what you're doing. See? And you know, this card actually came out in the previous pile as well, but it was completely different energy. And for you, I'm feeling like this devil and the Seven of Swords energy, whoever this person is or this group of people are that are trying to like bring you down or play some prank on you, thinking that they are going to like take you off guard and like harm you in some way or something. And you are directly looking at them and you're like, oh, you think I don't know? Oh, you think I don't know? I knew. I knew all along. I knew the moment you started breathing what you're going to do and what your game is. And now you see how they're wearing a mask and you can't see this person's like eyes, and they're hiding themselves from you, like they're hiding parts of themselves from you because they know you've caught them. I feel like you could have caught them red-handed or mid-stealing, like in the middle of stealing, in the middle of something that they're doing to sabotage you. And it's almost like they expect you to be like, oh my god, how dare you do this and how dare you do that, but you're just staying calm and you're like, I knew you were doing that. And you just walk out of the room. And these people are like, wait a second, wait, what? I got played at my own game? And I feel like you're having the last laugh. You're having the last laugh because you're like, I knew what you were doing all along. Did you think you could surprise me or something? No. And look at this Ace of Pentacles reversed here. Maybe it has something to do with your money or something. Maybe. Or something material object, like a material thing, right? Maybe when I say material, it's not only like money and like a table or things like that that are material. Like your physical body is also like a part of the physical dimension, right? So anything that's related to it becomes part of the physical dimension, like your beauty and like the way your style, and that can be stolen from you, right? And I'm almost seeing this kind of energy where, let's say, I'm just giving this as an example, but let's say you wear something and then everybody starts copying it, and then these people are like, oh, it was we who started the trend. But everybody knows, and you know, that you are the real queen, you are the real king here, and not them. And it's almost like, look at this. Look at this Ace of Pentacles reversed here, right? The pentacle is so big compared to the frog, right? They are trying to like balance themselves, but they're not, because it's reversed. That's how I'm seeing it. If it was upright, then you see the frog sitting on the pentacle. But you see how whenever pentacle cards come reversed, Spirit always shows me that the pentacle is slipping away. So I feel like the more they try to take something from you, something is being taken away from them. Like they are not paying attention to the fact that something is slipping away from them instead. Like they're trying to ruin your reputation, but actually people are looking at them in the wrong way, and they're like, wait a second, why are you talking this way about pile number 3? That's weird. I'm hearing the song called 𝘰 by, it's literally called 𝘰, H-U-H, by August D. It's from his latest album called D-Day. And one of the lyrics is like, you're trying to ruin my reputation, but you're not paying attention to the fact that your lives are ruined, actually. And it's almost like it's a clap back to his haters, where he's like, yeah, you're trying to, like, you're pointing fingers at me and criticizing me, but you have not even achieved what I have achieved. Like, you're not even as successful as me. So why are you doing that? Like, why are you wasting your time on, like, your opinion does not matter. Your views don't matter because you're not as successful as me. And it's basically him like clapping back and taking his energy away. And I see you being in that energy of that song. Like, that song is so dope, you guys, so dope. And that song is actually he's a South Korean rapper, so that song is also in the language South Korean, which is Hangul. But if you just look up the lyrics of it, I'll leave a link in the description. I feel like that is your energy. Like, you are so badass. I just downloaded that song like 2 days ago, and I see why Spirit brought me to that song. It was for you. I see now, because I had the whole D-Day album, and then sometimes my phone will delete songs without me knowing, and then I have to download them again. And I see you like that. The energy of that song is your energy. You're like, bye. I'm kind of jealous of you because you're so powerful, pile number 3. I would love to be in your energy. I would love to be like you. You are so badass. I love this energy for you. Your future self is not even giving you any advice. Like, I don't see, so far from all of your cards, and I've pulled so many, I don't see any advice for you, because I feel like you're already doing, like, you're great. Like, you are fine. You're whatever, everything, you're doing it correctly. Like, whatever you're doing, you're good at life. You're good at lifing. So spirit is like, we don't need to say anything to pile number 3. Like, they know their shit. They know what they're doing. So it's fine. Not what I expected. I thought because my intention, was to channel some guidance or advice, but I see you like, whatever problem this person is trying to create, you don't even see it as a problem. And it's like, it has absolutely zero power over you. You're like, bye. I don't even want to associate myself with you. I don't even care about you. Should I pull some more cards, because this reading was really short. It's only been 13 minutes, but I'm not sensing anything else. Let me pull some more cards for you, because I did a 20-minute reading for the rest of the piles because there was so much that they were going through. They were going through so much, and you're here like, I don't even need this advice. Like, I don't even know why you're watching this reading, honestly, because you seem so dope. You don't need to see this reading. That's what I'm feeling. Let's start with here. We have the Page of Pentacles. These people are so immature, trying to get to you, thinking that they are going to win. The Eight of Wands with their stupid attacks. The Lovers reversed. Oh my god, that's interesting. The Lovers reversed was also in pile number 1. Okay, so I get it. Okay, if you are coming from pile number 1 and 2, or you watched one of those piles before you watched this one, specifically for you people, okay? If you are coming from and you've already watched those piles, I see this energy that I just mentioned is your energy, like your future energy. I see you completely stepping into it. Now, I mentioned something like that, but I couldn't go into detail because the 20 minutes were already up. So I see like the 10 minutes that I've spent for the first 10-13 minutes that I've spent explaining what the energy of pile number 3 is, that is pile number 1 and 2 future self energy. But the people that have clicked on only pile number 3, I feel like you're already doing like things correctly. So there's not much advice here for you. Like, you could be psychics in some way, but you don't have to be. I just see you following your own intuition and your own inner guidance, and that works for you. Like, spirit does not have anything else to say. Like, they keep taking me to all of this like other energy in your life. Your future self and spirit keeps taking me to these other energies in your life, and they're like, nobody can touch pile 3. Pile 3 is untouchable. If you are coming from pile number 2 and you already watched those readings, you are becoming this person. You are becoming a person that nobody can touch. You're becoming a person that nobody can harm. And it's like these people have no power over you. That's the kind of person. Like, these people are so immature, thinking that they are going to like trick you or do something to you or like harm you and make you feel bad, and like the tables are being turned on them and karma is being served to them, and it's like, bye. Oh, you thought you could play me? Look at this. Look at how she's playing with the rabbit. And this is the energy of those people. They're like, oh, I am the king. I am going to trick pile number 3. And you're like, oh, really? Look at me play with you. And it's actually them being played at their own game. Like, you are in control. They are not. Damn, I love your energy, pile number 3. If you guys ever want to book a reading with me, please reach out on the email I've mentioned in the description. And yeah, I'm offering my readings at a 5 to 10% discount right now. So in case you're curious about anything, you want to book a reading, like, I really love your energy and I would love to read for you, but it's totally up to you. It's just, I'm giving you that information. I'm keeping that option available. If you are interested in buying any of the channel paintings or prints of the paintings, original paintings, let me know in the email itself. You can reach out to me. I will send you. Those are also available at discount right now. So yeah, and if you like the video, let me know. I really love your energy. I hope you become part of my soul family. I love you so much. And let me know in the comments how you're so powerful. Because I really need to step into this energy a lot. I need to work on myself quite a bit. That's what I feel. But yeah, it was such an honor. It was such an honor, and it was such a pleasure to do this reading for you. Hopefully I'll see you in my next reading. If not, I'm giving you so much love. Not that you need it, but hey, I love you. Bye.